For reasons unknown to specialists, there's something about the bond formed between horses and riders that can transform the lives of children. Riding for the Disabled has made great use of this relationship for more than 40 years, and one of the success stories is a 13-year-old from Port Lincoln. At this corral, it's all okay. The steeds have been fed, and they've been groomed, and they've been saddled. 4 legs and 2 all are raring to go, including Bobby, the trained trotter. Well, to be entirely accurate, a former trotter.
Oh, he doesn't want to do it today.
Not that Bobby's lack of willingness really matters. The horse is not here for coursework, rather class work. Bobby's rider, 13-year-old Kyle Haynes, has learnt some important lessons on horseback. For example, his mother says some of the very first words he ever spoke.
Walk on.
When Kyle first started riding, he was non-verbal. A little bit down the track, he started to say a few key words to the horses, like walk on. But no, he was pretty well mute.
When I first met Kyle, he was a small child, junior primary. I remember Kyle coming to riding lessons in his pyjamas. His mum had difficulty getting to get dressed.
Kyle Haynes wore his pyjamas horse riding because he couldn't bear to change clothes. Other fabrics would cause a sensory overload. He would scream when he saw an animal, and he couldn't bear strangers. All behaviours that are hallmarks of autism.
He was one angry little boy. Yeah, life was pretty well a train wreck for him and everyone close around him.
The outstanding thing with children with autism is their difficulty with communication, and because they can't communicate, they have no means of letting people know what they need, what they want. They tend to explore their environment physically.
That was 6 years ago. With very few expectations, Tanya Kelly brought her son to the Port Lincoln Riding for the Disabled program, run by Jodie Porter and a team of volunteers. Show me what you have to do to trot properly.
What's that? Up, down, up, down, up, down.
They are just a few words, but they represent a whole world of difference.
To me, I feel that he has been a great success story because he started off as a young child that was so shy, and now, as you can see, he can have a conversation with us and he's eager to ride. You can see now how he can hold the reins and he can steer, he can mount and dismount, everything by himself. So he's definitely been a huge success for us.
I never thought that he'd come so far, ever, and I don't think many people did. But I remember one paediatric review, his paediatrician from Adelaide hopped up and said that he hasn't seen no boy so severe come so fast, so quick.
That was Dr. Richard Cockington, a developmental paediatrician with 40 years of experience.
I'm coming in and joining in as well.
Okay.
Thanks.
Exactly why hopping on a horse works isn't clear, but he says work it most certainly does.
When you are dealing with an animal, it's a very different communication relationship. Anybody that's had a horse or a dog, for example, or a cat, you know, it's different. The expectation of the animal is different than another human being, and I think it must be to do with the fact that they can develop a communication with their animal that overcomes that.
I find with disabled children, they're sheltered a lot in their lives, where here they get a chance to take a risk, to feel that adrenaline rush. If the horse trips and they get thrown forward and then they sit up and they're okay, you know, we take it for granted doing things that raise our adrenaline levels and give us that sense of a real experience, where a lot of these riders don't get to do that until they come here.
Kyle Haynes is not the first autistic child to find life changes on horseback. Rupert Isaacson's journey has been documented by his father and is now a film, The Horse Boy. Nor is it just children with autism who are helped.
Children with all different sorts of disability benefit from it.
Jodie Porter says it's critical to match both the horse and the rider and then design a program to suit both. The horses are carefully selected and, like Bobby the unwilling trotter, they tend to be older animals, their days of wild oats well behind them. The handlers, and obviously the horses, all donate their time, and today they're giving another group of children a lesson.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to have a little warm up in the arena, and then I thought we might go out onto the Pony Club grounds. All right, I'm going to go over some trotting poles, we'll do some trotting.
Among them is Jade Calverley. In the beginning, she was scared of horses, but now is in no doubt as to what she gets out of this.
A lot, because I never would have got to have the opportunity with all the horses and making new friends.
Are other kids at school somewhat jealous that you get to do this?
Yeah, I go back and tell all of them how much fun I had.
And parents get something too. For Tanya Kelly, a chance to say the things that others can take for granted.
Proud of him, yeah. Yeah, thankful for everyone that's put in the help, and yeah, Riding for Disabled, they've put in a lot of hard work. Yeah, it's great to see him interact with an animal.